This is the fastest way to get gems as a noob, a pro, and as a hacker. I don't know why I'm already laughing. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get gems the fastest way. Noob, pro versus hacker, you know how it is. So, starting off with the noob, right? Alright, so as a noob, we have basically no skills, right? We're gonna be using an epic family. You know, we're not the richest. I mean, we can go up to the offense perk, we can go up to regen 6, which we will want to be using for this method. Do not go on the right side of the skill tree, right? For this gems method. And let's say we have just a bit of skill points in tank. I don't want to go too far. How many skill points left? 129, so we have 4 points left. Yeah, so that's as far as we can go as a prestige 1 with 100 skill points. This is all we can do in the skill tree. Some regen, damage resistance, some offense, right? We're not gonna have that many perks, so solo is gonna be nice, you know, a nice defense perk, offense, blah blah blah. I'm gonna get those equipped real quick. Alright, so for the perks on the noob side, I've decided to go with Stalwart Durability for some HP, Deer Expert for some speed, Solo for just all around stats, and Fearless Strength so that you make sure you can actually kill the Titan. So for our gems method, I mean, it's really just a way to get gems. I'm going to be using no artifacts, by the way, because you're a noob through and through, we'll say. We just have shifter regen. You know, we can get bandages on. What else even is there? Portable resupply could actually work pretty well. And that is all for now. So let's say we're on docks, you know, severe mode. We're not the best so far. Modifiers, obviously go stall. For modifiers, nightmare, injury prone, chronic injuries, and yeah, that all those are just free, right? You get them, it doesn't make a difference for stall. Oddball you could have on if you're a bit too advanced for your mission, I guess. And simple if it's a bit too hard, you can use on simple. I'm just gonna be leaving it alone. So you load it in, you know, doing some titans. This is where I'm gonna tell you exactly how the gem system works. So you have a streak. Mine is 1, unfortunately, but you have a streak, and every 50 streak you get a set amount of gems depending on what your streak is. The higher the streak, the more gems you're gonna get. So when I reach 50 kills and I have a streak of 50, I'm gonna get X amount of gems. When I reach 100 kills or 100 streak, I'm gonna get X amount of gems again. And then you just keep getting that. And that's how you get gems from streak, and it just keeps increasing the more streak you have. It caps somewhere around 2,500 streak. Yeah, you don't get any more gems for having a higher streak, but you still obviously get the gems for having a streak. I don't know the exact number, but I know the increase in gems caps at some point. Somewhere around 2,500 streak. And so yeah, that is how you get gems. And so when I reach 50 kills, I'm gonna be getting a few gems for my efforts, for my kills, I guess. Yeah. And so the reason we're doing stall is because there's essentially an infinite amount of titans. You just keep killing them whenever, right? Like, we're just constantly killing titans. Any other map, it wouldn't be as easy as this. Well, it would, but not for a noob anyways. So for a noob, this is most definitely the best way to farm up gems, farm up streak as well, and also progress in the game with gold and XP. So sensational, absolutely sensational. There you go, I reached 50 streak. And so when this mission ends, I'm gonna get a set amount of gems, and you're gonna see how many. Skip. So there, I got 165 gems, quite a lot actually. And so the higher your streak, the more gems that's gonna be, capping out a 2000 streak. I'd say it's around 220 something is when it caps out, and that's gonna be how much you're getting every 50 streak. So that's so cool. For severe, you can kill 50 titans. On stall, you can usually kill about 50, so get 1 instance of streak. And yeah, what's the next method? Alright, now your prestige 3, you know, you have a legendary family. Let's say you're using rice, and you have as much skill points to get the right side and the left side, the right side and support, left side and damage, and left side and damage. Left side defense, left side damage. So now you're up until this point, and you have a titan. You know, you have titan shifting now. And let's just say you have the armor titan. Armor is the easiest to get, and it is also the best titan for gem farming, other than colossal. But that's for the next method, right? For the best method. So let's say you have all this, and you have your armor titan right here. So for your armor titan, skills you're going to want to use are, is that phase shift? Yeah, phase shift, the punch, the throw, the charge, and courage. Right, pretty simple. I'm not going to explain them. You're going to see them in action soon. Now for the perks, let's say you have legendary perks now, right? Going with the order, epic to legendary. So we're going to use Indefatigable for that awakening bar, you know. For our first support slot, let's go ahead and use, there's not much actually. Sixth Sense is pretty useful for this method. For our second support slot, I mean, I guess we'll use Munitions Master. We will be using Spears for this. Defense, Adaptation, pretty much what you want to have. Seeing as we only have legendaries, I'm just going to take Robust, because it does tie in very well with the Armor Titan. And I think that's it. Oh, offense, yeah. Offense, just use War Chief. Yeah. Obviously, if you have the mythic version of these perks, then use those instead. But I'm gonna say worst case scenario. Yep, Crown with skill cooldown reduction, and for other artifacts, Rifle with skill cooldown reduction, I guess. Now, memories, just make sure you have Gem Fiend on. That really should be it. So for spear skills, we're gonna want to use Meteoric Rain. All right, very useful. Hellfire Barrage, so same barrel as that. And then obviously shifting. Everything else doesn't really matter. I mean, you could use Flashbang, I guess, but there's really no other need for different skills. All right, so the method we're going to be doing with the Armor Titan is Agni's Giant Forest Guard, and you don't want all the modifiers on, except for Last Cannon. Obviously, you could actually do it with Last Cannon. I have before, but that's more advanced, right? And you probably already know, just kill the Titans. You get 60 kills a mission with this. So sometimes you can get 2 instances of gems, sometimes you can get 1. It all just depends. So the moment the match starts, you want to go ahead and kill this barrel, break it, and then break this one, because Titans do get stuck on those a lot. And then you can just kill the rest like that. I've completely missed. Once you kill one wave, where's the last one? Oh, sorry, dead. You want to shift, and then you can just do whatever. So we get 60 in 90 seconds, right? At the max level, the max reach, you can be doing 230 gems for every 50 streak. Plus 10%, because it's 60 kills, not 50. Plus 20% actually. Okay, so with this method, you get about 11,000 gems an hour, 10,500, same thing. If you're using Shiki, obviously, and if you're using Gem Fiend, you get a bit more. Yeah, that is the max gems you can get now with this method. With the Noob method, I believe it was like 5,000 around. I don't remember. Anyways, go back. Let's do the last method to get gems quickly. Alright, so for this method, we are going to be using Shiki. Alright, you can use Fritz, right? With a 10% gem boost too, but Shiki has a 15% gem boost. So you know how it is, For your skills, literally just Heat Wave. The kick and the stomp as well, I guess, but Heat Wave is our main use here. Skills, yeah, just whatever helps you shift quicker. Now, the method we are using, same docks, right? Going from back in the circle, right? Full circle, back to docks, and dock stall, of course. And we're going Nightmare, Oddball, Injured, Chronic, blah, blah, blah. We are actually going to be using Nightmare this time. And this is a prerequisite. So we are also gonna need other people. You need 2 friends. You could do it with 1 friend, but 2 friends to be safe. I'm doing with 4 because I can. And this is the fastest way, so I may as well. Alright, we're all ready. Let's see how far we can go. No time's it. And yeah, picked up my phone backwards. Fair enough. What am I using? Oh yeah, Shiki. Oddball is a lot quicker than I remember. Oh, I'm bouncing the game. Fucking. Alright, immediately I have 43 kills already. That's essentially 200 gems. 250. Alright, now Heat Wave. If this guy lives, I'm gonna be mad. I'm mad. Doesn't matter, you can always just kick it. And that is why we got the kick. He's dead anyways. Flashbang. Anyways, so now you just sit up at the Cloth Titan spawns and just kill them. Look at this. And even rob a few of your teammates' kills with the kick. If you're feeling hungry, you know what I'm saying? I sure am feeling hungry. But yeah, we have an ODM player just going around killing any of that. Go off like that one. Hopefully they have soul feed so they can see it. I don't think they can. Okay, no, they can. Cool. But yeah, that's the method. I already have, what, 130 kills. That's 3 instances of streak right here. Good bit. Now it's 3 instances of streak. Incredible, absolutely. Okay, they stopped spawning. There's a spawn limit. So I got 225 kills. Incredible. That could have been 250, it could have been 250, but 225 kills, alright. Why does my health bar look strange? Anyways, 225 kills. Let's just do calculations now. So, with Shiki and Gem Fiend, let's say I'm getting 270 gems a streak, right? We just hit 4 of those streaks. Basically 4.5, right? So 270 by 4.5, that is a Google, if I know one. 270 times 4.5, right? So that's 1,215 gems in, let's see how long it took. In 180 seconds, right? Or 200 seconds. So let's say 1215 in 280 seconds. What's to I make an hour? I typoed it as 280 seconds. It's actually just 200 seconds. So we're actually making 22,000 gems an hour, not 15,000. Gonna be crazy. 15,000 an hour. 15,000 gems an hour. Obviously mine's not showing 1,200 because I currently have 300 streak. But once you make it to 2,000 streak, that's how much you can be getting. 15,000 gems an hour. And yeah, that is the quickest way to get gems ever. Incredible. I'm not used to making videos anymore. I took such a long break, a 2-week break. Forgot to tell you guys to subscribe, forgot to tell you to like the video, hype the video, join the Discord, follow my Twitch, watch the next video.